This is a US phonograph company opera machine. It plays both 2 and 4 minute cylinders. And when I bring you in to look at this, you'll see how the reproducers are arranged so that you can switch from 2 to 4 quite easily. Of course, this company had a lot of problems with this part here, and I'll explain that in a minute. The company was founded in 1908 by a group of businessmen in Cleveland, Ohio. Originally in 1910, they produced some cylinders, US everlasting record. These cylinders had a celluloid outer surface. So this was actually before Edison started using celluloid, which I believe was around 1912, with his very common blue Ambrol cylinder. The US phonograph company also built machines for Montgomery Ward and marketed them under the name Lakeside. So they also produced Lakeside cylinders. In 1910, they also produced phonographs. Let's take a closer look at the workings of this phonograph. You can see this huge reproducer housing, and you can tell it holds 2 reproducers, one on the left and one on the right. And you can switch from 2 to 4 minute simply by rotating this dial. It's very innovative. The problem is they used pot metal, which is a cheap alloy of metal that reduced the cost of production. But the problem is a lot of these parts start to crack with age and fall apart. This one looks in exceptional condition, but you can see that there are signs that it's starting to crack. And when that happens, they fall apart and disintegrate. And unfortunately, there are very few left that actually work properly. The mechanism is huge. It's quite pretty. I love the cabinet, the mahogany, and the way they've embellished the cabinet a little bit here and there. It's quite nice. You can see how the horn is connected to the reproducer. It's in really good shape. And it's a back mount machine as opposed to having the horn come out the front. So this was their top of the line machine. To overcome some of the problems with the reproducer, they eventually went to a single reproducer with a stylus that could fit both 2 and 4 minute records, which wasn't ideal to say the least, but it worked. Unfortunately, this company only sold probably less than 2,000 phonographs in total, so they weren't a huge success, and by 1914, they were out of business.